Hi there, and welcome to my Sunday Reset podcast.
Hello and welcome, my small business owners. It's your girl Molly, and welcome to the Sunday Reset podcast. Today we're going to be talking about small business social media marketing strategies. There's so much noise on the internet, but this one's going to work because a lot of the choices have already been made. I have done plenty of research and I have seen what works and what doesn't work. And the reason why this strategy is going to work for you is because most of the decisions are already made, and whatever information that you need to add on to this strategy is very simple, concise, and to the point. I love this because as a small business owner, a lot of times I can't make up my mind. I don't know what to do. And if I was in your shoes in the beginning of my social media marketing journey, I would be freaking out because I'm like, what do I do? Where do I go? What content do I need to create? Why do I keep running out of things to talk about? So this is going to help you create content, not have content to run out of. It's going to keep you on track. It's going to have people really run to you and to follow you because you're going to seem like an expert in your industry, as you should. So this is also going to help you grow in many ways because you are going to have to push yourself to those limits of giving the information that you need, also being very organized, but ultimately, the goal here is to give you what you need so that way you're creating content that speaks directly to your audience. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Before we start, feel free to give me a like if this video resonated with you, and also leave a comment. Let your girl know I am running up on these videos. I've already video recorded this video 3 times, but you know what? Your girl is here still standing strong because sometimes the computers, they don't want a computer, okay? The math ain't mathin'. It doesn't work out, but we're not going to give up. So thank you for being here for a 3rd time, even though this is your 1 time watching this video. So thank you. All right. First things first in the strategy, we are going to make this strategy. And before you click out of this video, trust me, it's going to give you the results that you need. I have made all the decisions that you need to make, and you just need to input the information that you need to make this base. This is the most basic, the most simple, the most easy strategy for any small business owner to grab, go, pick it up, and slap it on to one and one topic only. And before I hear my small business owners say, oh, but Molly, I have FOMO, fear of missing out, and I just want to talk about all these things. Unless you're going to be a lifestyle girly or one of those things, this will not be your strategy. The strategy that we're going here is for small business owners. They have nowhere to turn to and they're not really sure and they just need a direction. And I'm going to be making a lot of those choices for you because I've seen what works and I've seen what doesn't work. For my small business owners, this is fail proof. So let's get into it. Doing a niche-based strategy, that means we are going to be showing up as experts in this industry. That means that people are going to gravitate towards us. We're going to gain a following because people are going to know that we're going to stay on track, stay on topic, and be consistent. Is how do you create your mission statement, your bio, your selling points? How do you create it? You're going to create it by asking yourself these 3 questions. Question number 1 is going to be, what industry are you in? For example, I'm a social media marketing manager, so my industry is marketing. The second thing is, what product or service or solution are you providing to your target audience? And the answer should always be a solution. What solution are you providing? My solution, what I'm selling, is I sell digital products to small business owners at an affordable rate. Love it. Okay. 3rd question, who are you talking to? Who's your audience? Who's going to buy this? And I've gotten small business owners that I've worked with in the past that had said everybody could be my target audience. False. Not everyone is going to love your stuff. And that's great because if everyone did, then how boring would life be? I mean, come on. We have to go deep. So really think about it. And if you don't already know, somebody out there is already doing what you're doing. So figure out what your competitors are doing and who attracts their audience. Okay. Now we're going to put together those 3 questions into one niche mission statement. And so what it's going to sound like is, my name is so-and-so. I sell digital products that are effective and affordable for small business owners. answering all 3 questions. It's an introduction, it's a statement, and it has all the keywords necessary for people to know what the heck they're doing on your page. This is important so that you don't forget what you're talking to your audience about. And secondly, this is important because people want to know what the point of them following you is for. So that is your mission statement. This is something that should be on all your bios on all of your platforms. And you might need to get creative because some platforms only allow 100 and some sort characters and other 80. So really get creative and shorten things down if you can and make it work. But that is the first answer to your niche. Thirdly, we're going to get into topics, content buckets. So this content bucket is going to really help so that you never run out of content and you always know how to gain content that is not necessarily going to be like trending content, but this is going to be content that is SEO based. SEO just means search engine optimization. This means that you are using and utilizing ideas that creators are already creating within your niche that are already working. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the topics and we're going to find what is working. For example, for me, I'm doing marketing for digital products there, right? So in this case, I want to find what my 5 topics are going to be. These are going to be essentially my content buckets. These are the main topics. And then we're going to find subtopics, which are going to go inside of those content buckets. This is the fun part. So for me, it's going to be marketing. That's my main industry. But what exactly am I going to be talking about? So my 5 topics could be something like content creation. It could be trending or viral things that are going viral online. My third one could be something like branding. My fourth one could be strategies. And my fifth one can be graphic design. If you're having a hard time trying to think of or trying to figure out what goes into your content bucket, you don't want to worry about that because that's what we're doing is we're going to go online. You're going to hang out in the search engine, anywhere where there's a search box like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or Google. You want to Google in your main topic of that content bucket. So for example, if my topic is content creation, I'm going to type in content creation and I'm going to see the things that follow it down below. It means it's already things that are currently trending and they're already things that I can utilize. So maybe it'll say 5 easy ways to create 100 pieces of content. Things that are already being searched, we want to copy and paste that and add it into our sub content buckets. So we're going to add it right underneath our content buckets. This is going to be super crucial, super important because it's going to give us those ideas that we can later go to. And then we can actually plan the days that we're going to record content because we can sit in front of the camera and we can plan out exactly what we want to say, the things that we want to discuss, and then bust out all that content ahead of time. This is going to leave you confident. It's going to make you feeling good. And it's going to want to make you consistent because you already know what you're going to talk about. And it's already being searched on social media. So it's already putting to ease the fact that a video or a piece that you're making is going to do good or bad. Because the thing is that if you are creating content that is SEO friendly, it's going to live online a lot longer than it is if you were just to create a idea out of the whim. Then you have to test it and trial it out, and that's not necessarily something that you should be focusing on. And if you decide that you want to create fun content that is your creative way, make sure that's anywhere between 10 to 20% of your content instead of like 90% of your content or 75%. We want to leave it to SEO because we want to make sure that if somebody's looking it up, that we are the first ones to pop up. And the more things that we have, the more likely that we're going to get boost from the algorithm or just in general on Google, because now things are being searched on Google outside of the apps. So that's something that you want to consider when you're doing this strategy as well. Okay, so now that we have our content buckets, the main topics, and the topics, the subtopics that are filled within those content buckets, if you do 5 pieces of content or even 10 pieces of content for 5 of those main topics, that's 50 pieces of content that you will have ready and prepped that's SEO, happy, healthy, and awesome. This is going to leave you just feeling amazing about the content that you're creating. Honestly, when you take the time to really implement this strategy, you'll never be questioning what kind of content you're going to be creating or if the content is going to do good. And so I highly recommend that you take the time to create this strategy so that way you can start creating content that speaks directly to your audience. They know that you're going to show up again as an expert, and that is so crucial in this industry, especially when you're trying to make that branding and first impression with your audience. The last thing that I want to say is I am going to have this social media marketing strategy linked in my Stan store for sale. If you would like to do the honors of purchasing this Stan store item, this digital product, this is going to help put everything into perspective. It's essentially an activity book that guides everything that I've said in this video. So we're going to cover every single thing, and you're going to have sections in the activity book that you can print out, or you can do it digitally online and you can fill it out. This is going to be helpful for you, your team, just to have an idea of the type of content that you're creating, or if somebody is helping you create your content, this is going to give them easy, straightforward directions. Once you have filled that out, you'll have a sense of an idea of what kind of content that you need to create for your audience. Again, this makes it so easy and simple. It makes it so easy that the answers are online for you. I'm just giving you the tools that you need in order to fill in the work so that you can then create content that is going to speak to your audience. This is important because people need to trust you. And if they trust you, then they'll buy from you. So make sure that you click the link in my Stan store so that you can get your copy of the small business social media marketing strategy. This is going to be effective and affordable. As always, I'm your girl Molly. If this video resonated with you, please click the plus button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another tip of marketing or mindset here on the Sunday Reset podcast. And of course, girlfriend, you know you're going to see me every Sunday. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.